Hello everyone, and today we are going to go through a list that I have collected for you, and the topic is how to get, save, make more credits. So this is very common problem for everyone, and I'm struggling this by the by the time this same thing, and I have found it some things what I had done and I'm pretty sure that most of these are pretty common, so you know them also, but hopefully you can find something new and you can use use those tips. Um, I have found it myself on the situation when I have been the work of gaming World Tanks is offering some kind of special event where I can find something new premium tank or something nice for the credits and I don't have them and so on. Or there is some kind of discounts and I don't have any enough credits to buy them and so on. So that's the reason why I have trying to act uh, the way that I can make more credits, or at least I always have credits when these events are coming. Let's start. First, most known thing. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that this, but if you don't know, here you go. So sell unused equipments. This means that, or modules. This means that when you are grinding those Tech 3 tanks and you are going forward from those stock tanks, you are buying new models and old ones are going to be in your carriage. They are unused. You have already grinded, you own them, and you can buy them, sell them away. If you haven't done this, I'm pretty sure that you are holding millions of credits on the carriage. You can find this where you can sell these in a couple of places. And the first one is under the depot. There you can find the models and shells to sell. So obviously you can sell also the shells what you are not using. The client is collecting these models and shells what are not in use right now, and you can sell these away. Um, the ration or what kind of grades you can get these is the half of the full price. So you can sell this away. You don't have to grind them again, but if you need them afterwards, you have to pay uh, the full price, which is double of what you get when you are selling those. This is a one place where you can sell those models, and my personal opinion is that clients has been changed a little bit worst way. Uh, the previous one, or the older one, was that I can better way to see and check what I'm selling, and I can select, or at least I can decide what I want to sell and what not to sell. Nowadays, that it isn't that easy, but you can still do the same, and this is the method what I'm using. So just go to the tech tree, and there you can select the vehicle, and you can sell those models right from there. Just go or move the cursor on the model and right mouse click, and there you can sell the models. This is very good in that one point of view. Uh, you can select what you are selling and you can be sure that you don't need them anymore. And this has been said because there is a lot of tanks in different nations which are using the same models. For example, that motor can be used at the German factory in the NATO tanks. And if there are tanks what you haven't grinded before, uh, it could be a wise decision to save that and not sell it away because you are going to use or need that motor in the future. Same goes to guns and so on. And obviously, the radios are the same because normally nations are using the same radios on the whole way to the start to the big to the end on the tech trees. Um, the safest ones what you can always sell is the tracks. Uh, it's very rare that uh, tank is going to use that one specific tank's stock tracks on the somewhere else, so it's pretty safe to sell those away. Let's go forward. Second thing, um, sell the premium consumables or extra food or extra rations. Um, These, when I'm talking about premium consumables, I'm talking about those automatic fare exchangers or the large first aid kits and the large repair kit. And these are the consumables what the World of Tanks is giving away practically in every turn, in every event. And to be honest, I don't even realize when they are giving these away. And it's a good thing that they are giving away because they are lot of credits, and obviously some of players are using them. Uh, the same goes to those extra foods or extra races, but it's a little bit different thing on those. About these consumables, uh, I'm using always to the cheapest one, which are they cost 3,000 credits, and these premium ones are cost 20,000 credits. And I'm using those cheaper one because I'm fast enough to press some number button to launch or put on those cheaper ones. Only difference between these premium and manual are that they are when they are putting on they launch on, they are doing that by automatically. In some cases, it's important. And also one of the differences is that, for example, large repair kit is repairing more than one module. Uh, I was saying that in some cases I'm using those premium consumables. For example, these automatic fire extensions I'm using for the Soviet heavies and medium because they are tending to uh, get fired pretty easily. So I'm using those on some Russian tanks. Same goes to large repair kit, and I'm using large repair kit at the EPRs because in EPR when your EPR stops moving, it's normally means that you are going to die right away. So it's very important to keep those moving. In matter of fact, I'm using large repair kit, and also with that large repair kit, I'm using that small repair kit, both of those. So I'm maximizing my capability to move, that I don't stop. Uh, but the rest of those, for example, large first aid kit, I don't use them at all. I'm saving those large repair kit and automatic fire extinguishers. I'm using save those about 40, 50 of those in my carrot. But rest of those I'm selling. And as you can see in the screen capture, I'm holding on those premium consumables uh, millions of credits when I'm selling those away. So this is very good way to get credits. Use those manual versions and sell these premiums away. Same goes those extra foods or extra races, but um, in big picture, if you are get used to play with these extra rations, it's going to be very expensive way to play the game because one of those extra rations costs 20,000 credits, and every time when you have a battle, it's used. So it's 20,000 credits more per battle, and depending on the tank and tier what you are, and well, tank and tier what you are playing, um, and what kind of score you get. Uh, it could be a very hard to get even if you are spending or invest that to the one battle. So that's a very good side note to remember, and that's why I'm always selling those away, or I'm keeping them to those special battles where I need that extra 10% better performance for my crew. Mm, for example, some special missions, or I'm trying to get some markings, mark of excellence markings to my tank or something. But in generally, I'm always selling those away, and I try to keep my hand off to use those because, like I said, it burns so fast credits, and I know some or let's put this way that almost every good player, and I mean unicorns and this, they are always using extra rations, and there is the reason because it makes the tanks much better. But those unicorns always have so much credits, or they are investing this to this game, so they have enough real money and credits to buy those. That's a different thing, and that's one of those rare good examples uh, how the pay to win feature is showing in this game. It's not it doesn't matter if some unicorn is telling at the YouTube or Twitch channel that you can buy these from a discount, and it's a budget way to play it. It's not so expensive, just 10,000 because you are using or buying these from a discount. But in reality, if you are talking about average Joe, um, he doesn't have millions, I mean millions or tenth of millions credits around to use or wait to those to get those discounts that he can buy all the nations what he needs and all the amount of uh, those extra rations that he can use. So I don't buy that excuse that it's a better way to play this game when you are using these extra rations on the discount. Obviously, when the discount is on, you can use those. So it's then only, but only 10,000 credits to use them. But in general, it's way too expensive way to play. It's far away from the so-called budget way to play. Yeah, but let's go forward. There's millions of grades behind these extra races and consumables. Same goes those unused models and equipments if you haven't used. So easily with these two, you can get millions of grades. It's just on your client. Next thing is you can sell these exterior elements, decals and ambience. This is rather new thing for me. It was almost a year ago when I discovered this thing. Uh, Again, many of you might know this already, but this might be a new thing to use. So when you go to the client carriage, you can go to the exteriors and elements, and under the decals and ambient, you can find the possibility that you can sell some of those away. Those, at least those which had those historical stamp on them, you can sell them away. And this is very useful for me because, to be honest, I'm not big fan of decorating these tanks. I'm using a lot of camouflage. I'm always putting those camouflage for every tank. Most biggest reason for that is that I get better camo values, but obviously tank looks a little bit better or depending on the camouflage. But I'm not so big fan to put these emblems and decals on the tank. So I have I am selling these very fastly away because, or I'm just keeping there as a bank account. So when I need credits, I can sell them away. But just go and check, and there might be a couple of hundreds of credits on those things. Let's go forward. Buy a tier 8 premium vehicle. What do you like to play? Uh, this is one of the best way to grind more credits, to be honest. And now you have to be there's very precise tanks what you should buy if you want to make lots of credits. And there's a couple of things. First thing first, you have to like to play that. If you buy some premium tank or get those premium tanks and you don't like to play it, you don't make a credits out of it. That's a simple fact. But if you like to play it, and well, there's one of the most important thing you have check it on that list what you are looking for when you are buying premium tank. The feature of the tanks, you what I'm recommending that buy the tank which have a good alpha damage, uh, decent reload time or DPM, and good this is very important, good penetration at the regular or normal ammunitions. Uh, these are the, and obviously also the gun handling have to be good or at least decent that what you can boost up with the equipment and so on. This is this is the recipe what you have to have when you if you like to grind more credits. And obviously when you are um, if you want to be more precise on this thing, it's very good idea to go and check what are the cost of the ammunition and so on. You can easily see that way how good credit maker it is, that tank, or what is the repairing cost of that tank and so on. And that's are my tips when you are buying that tier 8 premium tank. And now you may say that I don't want to invest anything real money to this game, and I appreciate that and understand that perfectly. Uh, it's a different story to start to talk about this. Uh, do you spend money or not to this game? But my principle is that if I have some happy, I'm enjoying it. It's okay to invest something about the game. I don't invest so much, but I buy, let's say, 2 or 3 premium tanks per year and one loot boxes at Christmas. That's the amount of money what I'm putting this to this game. But you can get those premium tanks for free too. Just collect the bonds, and you can find the bonds, those premium tanks from a bond store. Um, Also the marathon tanks and special events. But let's go back for a little bit. What the Wargaming is saying, that what is the purpose or what is the good thing when you are using those uh, premium tanks? It increases credit making ability, and that's the biggest thing. And when you are choosing the correct tank, what you are enjoying, and it's effective, it does a lot of damages. The damages is the magical word in here. You get a lot of credits on this, and it's just crazy how much you can get those. My personal record was about almost 300,000 credits per game, but that was in the Christmas and I have booster on, but still it's a lot of credits in one battle. So, and one thing I have to mention that it's very important to to buy that tier 8. If you are tier 7 or 6, you have that premium tanks. You doesn't collect not so much those credits, and those 9 premium 9 tanks are new in this game, and far as what I have seen, they are not make so much credits, or the cost of the repairing tanks are much higher and so on. So the sweet spot is those tier 8 premium tanks. So I was saying that you can buy these for free at the pawn store. To be honest, what the pawn store is offering these tanks are not the best ones. There's a lot of different kind of premium tanks which are much better than these and the bond store, but there is some very good tanks or for the credit making, for example, that TDT 103 and the heavy tank T26E5. It doesn't have not so good alpha damage, but it's a good overall heavy tank which have pretty good armor. So if you are a good brawler on the front line, you can make credits on this pretty easily. So bond store, but you can also get those for the marathons. Uh, there's a couple of times of year or more nowadays. World of Game is offering those marathons, which are pretty hard, to be honest, to get those tanks for free. Good thing is that normally those premium tanks what you can get from those marathons are good ones, but like I said, it's very hard to get those. It requires lot of spending time on this game. You have to grind a lot of uh, points to get those, or you have to be very good player. So on the higher tier games, so it's very hard to get those for free. But what I have been done in the marathon tanks, I normally reach about 80%, and that I pay the rest to get that premium tank from a marathon normally. When I've reached that 80 or 90%, it costs less than 10 euros. And in my point of view, it's that 10 euros is next to nothing to spend money on this. You can get those special events or the well, in general, on the special events, those to these premium tanks, but normally those special event tanks are the lower tier premium tanks, and they are not the good ones. But in general, buy tier 8 premium vehicle. That's the best way to grind more credits. Same goes to premium account. It is the best way to achieve uh, credits. Let's put that way. And that means when you have premium time of account, you can get different ways those credits, those bonuses. Also, you get bonuses at the platoons, and there's also this feature called reserve stock. So once a week, depending how much you are playing, the World of Tanks gives you the some amount of credits, and the top of this collecting credits is 750,000 credits, and it's a good amount of credits. At least I have good use for that. Again, if you don't want to spend money for this, my advice is that uh, try to get gold and await those special events where the World of uh, Wargaming is offering special prices for this premium time or account for the gold, and that's the way how I bought it. I have get the gold from the Christmas loot boxes, which normally gives a lot of tens of thousands of gold, and I'm just waiting to those good discounts and for the premium account for the gold, and that's the way how I buy them. And to be honest, mm, different kind of events are offering these for free now and then, and they are offering so much that it keeps you on the premium time. For example, I have bought my 1 year of premium time almost 1.5 years ago, and at Christmas I bought 1 year, and I haven't bought since then the premium time at all, and I have played 1 year or 1 year 1.5 years, and I still have something about 260 days for premium time just to get from those special events. So pay attention when the Wargaming is offering those and so on, and collect it then on those events. Next on, play a platoon. This is very good thing what the wargaming is offering. So when you are playing at Platoon, you have a possibility to reach 50% more credits and experiences. It's a nice way how the wargaming is trying to get people to play with each other and to make up these friendships on the under the game. Next tip is join the clan. Clan itself doesn't give any kind of credits itself, but it offers, depend on the clan, it offers those boosters, and at least the clan where I'm right now, it's using a lot of those boosters. So every time when I'm playing, I get those reserve boosters, and I get more credits. Very good thing. And also the clans can have those events and so on where you can collect more credits. So it's good thing to join the clan and enjoy those extra things what you get in that way. Next thing, use all special discounts and events. This is very important. Um, don't spend those precious credits what you have grinded so hardly. Don't spend them right away. Wait for those special discounts, for example, those tech tree discounts, or there's a top of the tree event or something like that, and use them on when the test event or discount is on. You can save a lot of credits on that way. Also, there is the special events, for example, Christmas, the whole month or more than almost 2 months. Wargaming is offering some kind of boosting things or those events which make your account get more credits when you are playing. Wait those events and play then, and also in those events you can uh, get more discounts. And Christmas is normally happening, well, it's getting worse every day, but still it's offering good bonuses. For example, you can point out on the text tree what tanks you want to be in discount, and you get those discounts on those tech tree tanks and so on. So use those discounts and you can save a lot of credits. Uh, this is very important thing, and I'm pretty sure that not everyone is using this or doesn't pay attention on this whole thing. There is the Twitch channels under the World of Tanks, and which offering a lot of different kind of ways to get goodies, so called. And it's very good idea follow and pay attention on those Twitch channels. For example, now there is some kind of Twitch uh, event, and where I have to collect, or where I can collect those tokens, and I can buy different kind of things from those tokens. In this screenshot, I have already bought free 3D styles, and I still got 14 tokens what I can use, so I can buy those premium consumables, different kinds, or the premium time, or those booster um, for more experiences and so on. So these are very valuable things what you can get, and you can use them, or you can sell and get credits out of those, for example, those consumables. Um, you may ask how this works. Just go to this address, Twitch channel, TV, and there is a directory game and World of Tanks, and it will give you the list for the players who are playing under the World of Tanks, or giving those, keeping up those uh, channels. And it's very simple. Just to go on those channel and watch those, or keep the browser on and another window on the computer, and let the channel open, keep it open. And if you are waiting or just keeping that broadcast open hour or two, you can get those for free, those goodies, and you just accept them and you can get those to your account or to your carriage. One thing what you have to remember is that you have to connect the Twitch and that client together, and there is instructions for that. It's easy way to do it. But this is something what I'm doing all the time, every day almost, because there is so much those players under the World of Tanks who are keeping or broadcasting their own games hours and hours on per day, and just keep the channel open, and that's the way how I get a lot of these consumables what I'm finally what I'm I'm chasing or selling them to the credits. This is very good thing, and I recommend that you do this way. Uh, Next thing, pretty obviously, like I said earlier, don't spam those or don't use those extra rations or consumables, premium consumables. When you are using those extra foods and those premium consumables, you can easily, your one barrel can cost 40,000 to, let's say, depending how many times your premium consumables are being used, it might be tenth of thousands of credits per barrel. So it's very expensive way to play, and it's not necessary because just use those number um, keep buttons from a keyboard and you can use those much cheaper consumables. Same goes those acceleration, like I said earlier. Same goes the premium rounds. If you are using gold, so-called gold ammunitions, premium rounds, uh, you can find yourself that your credits are melting away pretty fast. So you have to be you have to find the places where you have to use premium ones. That's my recommend. But obviously, when you are go higher tiers, for example, heavy tanks and so on, everybody's using them, and you find yourself in the situation that your armors doesn't work, and when you are using those regular ammunitions, you don't penetrate anything. So you find yourself that situation that you are spamming gold ammunitions all the time. But that's the nature of the game nowadays. So sad it is. But don't spam these. This is a very important tip what I can give. Last but not last but not least, use the boosters or the reserves. These are something what I get, for example, time to time. I don't even realize when I'm getting these things. For example, on those events or the Twitch channels or the uh, from the Prime uh, channel, I get a lot of these different kind of mm, reservist boosters, which are very good way to collect more credits. So nowadays, for example, in this screenshot, I have 147 credit booster, 50% credit booster for the 1 hours. Uh, when I put this on, I get 50% more credits. And obviously, there's different kind of boosters. For example, there's a free experiences, tank specific experiences, or for booster for the crews. So use these. But one big tip for you for this whole this thing is uh, use this wisely. Don't use these on the regular tanks, Tech 3 tanks. If you have premium tanks, what you are using on the grinding, and use best way to get maximum effect of out of these is to use these with that premium tank, but on the those events which are on, for example, on the Christmas. It will uh, have booster itself when you are putting these events and this booster and the premium text. That's a best way to get biggest amount of credits as possible. And like I said earlier, my record is something 300,000 credits per battle. And in the Christmas, when I'm playing, let's say, 20 or 30 battles with the premium, just grinding, I get millions of credits by using these boosters and that event and the premium vehicle. So that thing is good to think. Remind. This is my list and my recommend of these uh, how to get or save more credits, and I'm hoping that you find something new out of this. If you're a new player or something like that, or you are not familiar of these things, uh, just go to check what you have in your carriage. I'm pretty sure that you have millions of credits there, what you can sell, and you can use those for the next grinding tank or those special events. But that's about it on this. If please write a comment if you have more tips and what you have found out, what kind of recommends you have, and that's about, yes. I'm ending right now, and that's about it. Thank you. Bye.